Okay, why was that so dicey for a little? Wow. What's going on, Knights of Vex, and welcome to the last week for the 5v5 season, and the last of the OP focus datacrons for Kylo, Darkside Rey, Hermit Yoda, all of it. The final week in Grand Arena with it. Kind of bittersweet. Let's end the Grand Arena week with a bang. Try to go for a perfect 3-0. So we got to play perfect. And then we'll talk a little bit later in the video regarding this new Delta stuff. But anyway, Grand Arena time. That's what we're here for. Third week. We're currently at 38.99. So if we finish 3-0, we should be close to 4,000. Our opponent for today is Rubik's Square, representing the guild and of the Re-Hand. There are symbols there. I'm not sure what the guild name is supposed to be, but that is what it's displayed. Legacy score is nothing too high. Maybe they joined the system a little late. Doesn't mean anything. But nice to see, you know, when you're doing a little bit of scouting. 13.6 million galactic power. I am bigger than this player in terms of roster. They don't have Pirate King Hondo. I do. So I am at the advantage with the GL. I will admit I do have the significant advantage. Datacrons. I think I have an advantage with the focused for this, and pretty even for this so far. They might actually have a little bit more than me here. And look at that, they purchased all 4 of the new ones, but that's not going to matter for today. So the Datacrons, they're doing really well. Let's take a look at the map. I have about an hour and 10 minutes. It looks like my opponent has started to attack. 1350, and it looks like they're holding out on ships. So haven't attacked ships yet, but that's my ship wall. Let's see how they did on the map. So I set Hondo in the front. And it looks like Hondo was one shot, so not sure what they used there. Maybe they went harder on offense, but that's my Kylo team on the bottom. So front wall all one shot. Their score, there's got to be drops, so let's see if it's in the back. There you go. We got 2 holds on Rey and 2 on Ahsoka Ezra. So that's pretty good. And my Saw with the Rolocron got one shot. So we got 2 drops to work with. And then here, all one shot. So you're going to see my General Grievous team was taken out. And honestly, with the new ship meta, I'm going really hard on offense for ships because it's going to be about efficiency with ships. That's all. Their wall. We have Rey with Mothma, so typical. Lord Vader with the clones. Probably going to do Bo-Katan there, depending on the Datacron. We have Ahsoka Ezra with no Termitacron. I wonder if I can outspeed and use Great Mothers. That'd be awesome. And then down here, we have a Saw Gerrera team with no Rolocron, so possibly Wampa. Up here, Jabba with the Shortycron, as, you know, that's standard. Gungans, DTMG, I haven't seen that in a minute. And then we have a Jedi Vanguard team, Kelleran Beck. So, the tougher wall is definitely the bottom. I don't know where exactly Kylo is. If Kylo's in the back, I gotta be conservative with my JMK. If he's not in the back, I could probably use a higher efficiency win with Kenobi somewhere else. But we have to get through this wall, you know, virtually perfect. I'm going to check the speed on Ezra to make sure I can outspeed with Great Mothers. So let's have a fun round. I'm looking forward to it. Always reminding you guys, if you enjoy my content, don't forget to leave a like in the video and hit that sub button for more content from me. It shows you appreciate the content and helps me grow. So I appreciate it. We're going to definitely start with Ahsoka. I want to get that battle over with. I'll check out the Datacron for Lord Vader, determine if I'm going to use Bo. But the goal is, I want to try to not drop a banner on this wall. That's the goal. Let's see if we can do it. First battle. Haven't done this all season long with my Great Mothers because of a specific Datacron, the Terminator level 3. But luckily today, my opponent is kind of not aware of it, or they're not really worried about it. I guess they weren't expecting someone to use Great Mothers here, but I checked out the speed on Ezra, and he's pretty slow. Slow. 330 on Ezra is not the fastest I've ever seen. So, and he's got some protection modding, it looks like. I think we're going to one-shot him right away. Their Datacron is the speed up on a basic. I don't know if that's going to change anything, to be honest with you. Probably makes it easier for me because they're not going to take a turn. The defense is extremely high. That's the plus to it. And there's a little bit of health steal, but it's not going to matter, I promise. We're running the Night Trooper Datacron, the wording one with the defense to offense 6, and the potency up and tenacity up 3, with protection, high crit damage, tenacity, and health steal. So with all that defense, it's literally null and void because of Spirit. Just in case you guys aren't aware, this right here, she has Foresight. She's 100% offense in her attacks nor armor. So that's why I feel so confident going into this. And I have the speed and turn order matched correct. So this should be an absolute breeze. So the turn order is a little bit different because your Night Trooper becomes lightning fast because of... Look at that, we're removing turn meter. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's, you know, that's standard. Okay, wow, this is a little bit different. We didn't get the bonus turn from Great Mothers. We outsped there, so that was a little weird. I wish that didn't happen, but we'll be fine. I'm hoping we get turn meter removal. Didn't exactly get it, so this is a little bit dicey now. Got a little unlucky, not gonna lie. Okay, I mean, to be honest with you, we're gonna win. But I'm not a fan of the turn order getting messed up there. So we did end up losing a banner, which kind of sucks. So, just, you know, to point out, my Great Mothers didn't get her bonus turn. Morgan went before the bonus turn for some reason. It won't matter today, but I'm not a fan of a 71 banner win to begin with, but that was weird. That was weird. Correct me if I'm wrong. Great Mothers should have gotten a bonus turn before Morgan even went. She would have put the Doom on the target. They would have lost protection. She would have done the Mass Swarm, inflict blind on everyone if we got the kill, which we would have. But that kind of messed things up a little bit. I gotta see why. I gotta see if it's a bonus turn or gains 100% turn meter. I'm not exactly sure, but that's the first time that scenario has ever happened to me where Morgan outspeeds the bonus turn from Great Mothers. Luckily, it didn't affect anything for the match. We do have 2 holds to work with, 2 drops, but in a matter of efficiency, that would be considered a loss for me. So, we'll move on, but I'm not happy we lost 4 banners. Next battle is going to be Wampa solo against Saw. It doesn't have the Rolocron, so I feel a little bit better about it. The stats are still very good. I took a peek earlier. They have the turn meter in the beginning, so they're going to go fast. Health steal, crit chance, and my biggest fear is going to be this crit damage. I hope that Kyle Katarn or Chirrut doesn't one-tap Wampa. We're going to find out here, but Wampa with his focus Datacron should annihilate them fairly easily, but you never know with Saw. I want to get those banners back. Okay, luckily it wasn't too much damage there. We also didn't get a counterattack before. That's a huge hit. You got it. You have to counter. Okay, that's nice. Big counters. Big counters. Okay, alright, we're fine. I guess it doesn't matter. Ooh, we didn't get a kill. Okay. She's good. She bang, she bang. I mean, I guess there's nothing stopping her from one-tapping unless it's Rolocron. I mean, I've seen Saw Gerrera blow me out of the water with the high crit damage cron, but with Wampa and the increased stats and the amount of damage she's doing, muy bien, muy bien. 68 kind of negates the banner loss there, so that's technically a 64 and a 65, but still, that's how it should be going forward. So this is actually a good test, because this is actually the one Datacron I like to avoid when running this counter, and I don't have the Rolocron on offense, so this one will be dicey. I do have a backup in case it doesn't work, but I want to test it to see if the turn meter level 6 is the culprit for the problem. I'm pretty sure it is, but Lord Vader clones, the Datacron is health and protection recovery, the turn meter gains 6, which I don't like, and the Scorched 9, so the turn meter manipulation is fully with this cron. They have high defense, they have potency so that they could land a stun onto our Paz. I have a modded for tenacity, so hopefully that doesn't happen, and a little crit damage. So this is dicey. It's not going to be as straightforward as I think, but we're still going to try because I'm very stubborn. You guys know me. Light side max out the protection 3 with protection, high defense, and crit damage. I'm very stubborn. I need to know. Can you show me? See? That's the potency. That messes up the turn order. As you can see, my bow is now outspeeding my Bam. And that's exactly why you have to have some good tenacity. So this is not going to be how I want it to go. I really want to get rid of this guy's clone trooper here. Very badly. Okay, that's a good sign. Unfortunately, the birds are not here. So I gotta keep a huge eye on this turn order. They have blind. I'm gonna just do it and do an AoE here and see if I can just ramp up the birds. Hopefully... see it, we didn't get enough birds. Don't want him to get triggered, and he did. Yeah, this is the dicey part, guys. I really wish we got rid of Disguised Clone Trooper. I'm gonna cleanse our OG bow. And I'm gonna save our IG. This is what I'm talking about. They have a very good datacron for this team. Gotta move faster. We gotta get him to get a turn. Not easy. Yes. Oh, you need to get a bonus turn. It's not gonna happen, is it? I don't like that either. Are you at ultimate? Are you at? Yeah, you are. Alright, that's good. Come on, you gotta get going here. They keep targeting her. Why aren't you getting a bonus turn, my guy? Come on. Yeah, I had a feeling it's the turn meter manipulation on the Kron. And now we're gonna be in some serious trouble now. That's gonna remove taunt. We're gonna remove turn meter. Bam didn't get his bonus. And we needed it. I guess I'll risk it. Okay, let's go here. See, we're giving them turn meter. That's the problem. And she got stunned? That's horrible. Yeah, no. This is a massive, massive problem. Don't die. You gotta get a cleanse. You gotta get our bow to take a turn. Oh yeah, we lost. But that's the problem, is the datacron. I knew it was gonna be, but I just had to try it. I had to. Too many turns. I just knew. Yeah. If you guys want to stop Bo, it's this level 6. Straight up. The potency on the datacron is perfect, by the way. The potency is extremely helpful. Kind of shuts it down, not gonna lie. Well played by my opponent. Good datacron. That's what they needed. They needed that for that situation. I probably should have done Leia, but very smart by them. That was the perfect datacron to shut down my bow without the Rolocron, so kudos to them. And now I know going forward for the next 2 matches, don't run this if they have the turn meter level 6. Alright, we'll move on for now. Trying to get back in the win column because that's probably the only drop we're going to afford today. I'm not going to play around with any other matchup. We need to go for the win now. Rey with the Mon Mothma Kron, or the Mon Mothma variant. Barris, light side max out protection 3. Vanguard damage reduction 6. And the Barris 9 with a lot of defense. You know the deal. Queen Amidala, support Kron. Straight up is my go-to every match. We're going to just get rid of Barris early. Like, very early. Just gotta bite the bullet quick. Trust me, I don't want to do it, but I have to. No need to waste it. Putting Anakin under stealth. Hopefully Anakin or Obi-Wan can go. Okay, we're good. Yeah, very good. Got to get rid of Barris early. Luckily, Rey didn't get into ultimate there. Ben didn't take a turn to potentially one-shot someone under protection. That's how you got to do it with Mon Mothma in the lineup. You got to just bite the bullet in the beginning and get rid of Mon Mothma as quickly as you can. Now to clean up that Lord Vader. So I think the cheapest cleanup for me here is going to be JML over Leia. I'd rather save Leia for something in the back. I can do way more cheesable stuff with Jin and Raddus on that team. So I'm going to stick to JML and try to get the solid 2-shot. The Datacron I'm bringing in is a light side max health protection 3 with high protection and offense. I think I can instant kill. I think that is a thing for me because there's no CX2. Of course they're going to start with that. Of course they are. And if I cleanse, they're going to gain a bunch of turn meter. So that does nothing because we all have days. I'm just going to do a basic. They're going to gain a bunch of turn meter here. There's nothing I can do. And I'm going to go for the one-shot on Scorch. Start landing armor shreds on Vader. Go right for the clone. And this is not a guarantee. That's just going to remove turn meter. Unfortunately. Let's get critical hit immunity. I had to do it. Turns again. Yeah. So Lord Vader's going to go get his ult going, but we can time it up with JML right next turn. Yeah. Oh, wait, we don't have ultimate. Never mind. Come on. Bye. Okay. Very annoying. The turn meter is annoying, I will admit. Thank you. I'm gonna do this first. Cast the turn. I'd love to finish this with full banners, to be honest. Critical hit immunity. Basic. We're gonna wait. We can do that. Okay, one more turn. I'm still gonna wait. Yes. Go this. Play it safe. 2 minutes on the clock. I'm just stalling it out. I want the banners. Should be it. Okay, there we go. I think that was considered full. It must have been. It must have been considered full. So, good to go. Again, unfortunate that I dropped. I called it. I said I had a feeling the turn meter level 6 was going to cause issues, but I had to find out for myself. I wanted to see if there was a way around it. Number one, we got stunned. That messed up the counter. If we didn't get stunned, we might have actually been fine, to be honest with you. Maybe I gotta load him up with more potency. I have to see if Appa was even modded for potency. It might have not just been the Datacron, so they might have modded him that way. I'll check after really quick, but that's the front wall. Let's check out the back. So we are at 489 heading into the back, and what do you know? Kylo is back there. I'm not too worried about the rest. We obviously have to deal with him, so he's going to be the clear when we go for next, because that can make or break the whole Grand Arena. So JMK is going there. I have to figure out a different answer for Jabba. I might try Leia. I don't know yet. But yeah, I went harder on defense this match, so I have to try to be perfect on offense. Starting with this guy, we got to get the one shot. Let's get this battle over with. My God, this one's a make or break, obviously. If this doesn't work, we're definitely toast. So Triple Omicron Dark Side Rey. She's modded for lots of speed, and honestly, the offense is not that high, so it's a little bit better, but she is fast. But I'm feeling a little bit better about this. We're going with, obviously, JMK with 5s. It's been working for me this season. Hermit Yoda Focus Datacron. I don't have to risk it with any other ones, so let's stick to the good stuff. I do like Padme in here because of her protection up on the basic. I think it's very important. I'm going for Cat. I don't like that. Okay. It's fine. I like getting a stun here if possible. Very good. She should be fine. I don't think that's a fear. Yeah, that's pretty good RNG. Again, that's pretty good RNG for us. That should be ultimate. This is looking great. And we got a dodge. I'm very happy with this outcome. This has been like the easiest it's been so far, I'm not gonna lie. Don't want to jinx it, but this has been the easiest battle I've had against Kylo. And it's not even close. This one has been the most straightforward. Maybe 5s was the answer the whole time. I don't know. Don't have to worry about any more shock. He's not going to get into another ultimate. This is... At least they gave me an easy match with this. This is nice. Would love for this to be a 65. Would love. Did I do it too soon? Okay, good. Good. I'll give it. Thank you for giving me an easy Dark Side Rey match for the final week. Like, I needed it. After that drop, I need some luck. I need a little bit of luck in that battle. Even though it was going really well for us, I'm happy the game was working with me by attacking Cat when she had damage immunity. It's not giving her fear. Good RNG. Happy with that. So Jabba is one of the last remaining GLs on defense, and I'm bringing Leia. I'm happy I saved her, because this would be a good opportunity to try her against Jabba. I have not run her against Jabba this season. I had Lord Vader on defense, so I have to change it up a bit. They have the Shorty Datacron. High defense, high potency, high crit avoidance. It's still going to be a little bit rough. If they target Drogon early, a little bit problematic. We're going with Leia. Protection up level 3 for some survivability. The turn meter 6 for R2 doesn't really matter. High crit damage and high health. The problem is the crit avoidance might completely nullify the crits. So, hopefully we have enough damage anyway to get rid of Leia. Okay, that's fine. Go for her. Who are you going to disarm? Perfect. Oh, you missed. Okay. I'm gonna pass the turn to Drogon. Wait, we have advantage. This should be easy. That's what I'm talking about. We had the crit the whole time. What am I worrying about? Fine, if you want to go for Jin, be my guest. I can ignore your taunt. We're going to remove your damage immunity because I don't want to deal with you. Just gotta be careful with someone getting one dropped or insta-killed. Blind. Alright. A little concerned. His ultimate is coming. Like any second. It's there. I gotta see. He can ignore stealth. Who are you gonna one-shot? That's kind of the worst person to pick. Not gonna lie. Now I gotta move really fast. That's so bad, actually. He's not coming back, guys. We better not drop against this team because of that. Just need to move fast. At one point, do I have to auto this? Because it's very concerning with that Datacron. Do not heal. Good. Auto. We have 3 minutes to get through this slug. Didn't get the protection down. At what point do I have to take it off auto? Okay, I think I got rid of the protection. That's good. Maybe we don't need Drogon. I wish he lived. That should be a 60 what? 61? Okay, 62. Oh, you always have to go for like the worst person, I feel like. Drogon's my damage dealer. I thought I was gonna need him, but okay. Leia survived the Jabba. I had to improvise a little bit against the mess up I made. I went stronger on defense, like I said, because I took the extra GL as an advantage. So I had to try to change it up on offense, and it worked out. We're going to stick with what works against Gungans, because I'm not having the Gungans ruin my Grand Arena. They're not all at Relic 7. Some of them are. They have the Protection up level 3 with Tenacity up. The 100% more damage, which is scary, and the Phalanx 9 with Health Steal, Offense, Crit Damage, Defense, and Crit Chance. Sith Triumvirate, you know the deal. Potency up, Tenacity up, Protection, High Defense, Crit Damage, and Offense. Making sure everything was correct. Don't want to make any mistakes. Oh wow, we go first. That's not typical. Okay, we don't have to worry about your level 9 anymore. You're never going to get taunt. Does Jar Jar have Omicrons? I did not check. There's one. Just like me. Alright, that's a death mark. Timing. That's nice. Wow, why are we hitting so hard? There we go. This was like the squishiest Gungan battle ever. That was not hard. Again, that was like kind of easy. I don't know, because they didn't have the max health protection 3. That probably was it. They probably get a lot more tankier with that level 3, but that was a breeze. I will gladly take that with my Traya team. Less stressful. For the Zori team on bottom, we're bringing in Master Mace Windu. I think he should destroy them, so we're going to give him a shot here. They're all at Relic 5. That's going to change at that later update if they go through with it. Protection up 3, the cooldown reduction 6 with turn meter gain, and the Rose 9 with health, tenacity, protection, crit damage, and crit chance. We're going to Master Mace, the Jedi Temple Guard Focus Datacron. The last week we get to use this. Nothing crazy overpowered, anything like that, but a lot of players are going to be getting Mace going forward, so this could be a good counter once you guys get Mace. Can we get a one-shot? Not quite. How do I want to do this? That's nice. Oh, wow. What a breeze. trying to make sure I keep the banners, so I'm not gonna ult. Very cool. 65. There you go. I mean, obviously we're not going to have the Jedi Temple Guard focused Datacron, but I think still, regardless, that Mace will perform very well against Resistance going forward. If Mace is going to get trampled on defense against Sith, or with Sith, then I'm going to have to try to find a use for him on offense. And right now, taking out Zori teams is pretty nice, so I'll take that there. For the Kelleran Beck, I am using Gungans. I have not used them on offense this season, so I changed it up for this week, so this is a good opportunity to use them. Lots of Omicrons. They have the Lightsaber Max Teleport Protection 3, the Protection Recovery 6 for Vanguard, and the Kelleran Beck 9 with Health, Health Steal, Crit Damage, Offense, Potency, and Crit Chance. I don't have the Torpil's Cron, that's the one downfall, but I have the 100% more damage 6 with the Ramping Crit Damage 3. I have Critical Damage as a stat, Health Steal, Offense, Potency, and Defense. I think we should be okay. I don't think they have too many buff dispels. Alright, let me just think for a sec. Would love to get rid of Jocasta first, obviously. Oh, we're stuck behind the Temple Guard. He's gonna cleanse, or he's got ability block. That's good. Gotta get Tarpals to get a turn. Sucks that he's the weakest. You just gotta be a little patient. No, don't target the generator. Ugh, all these buff dispels is not what I want. And no death mark. Granny's got a gun. She should not hurt us too much. Let's just do that. Let's see. Oh, that's... I don't like that. That was the perfect opportunity for them to do that. Oh, I'm getting a little nervous now, I'm not gonna lie. Would not lie to you, I'm getting a little nervous now. Torpils has not taken a turn yet. Get rid of someone? Okay. I gotta get rid of Jocasta. Oh, this is such a concern. Alright, at least we're getting those crazy buffs. Can we get rid of her? That's not really helping. Oh, I'll take that. Death mark is good. Come on, one more attack. Okay, good death mark. This is taking way too long. Way too close for comfort. Get rid of Jocasta. Alright, are you gonna one-tap the team? Probably not. You shouldn't. Alright, do your thing. Nah, did nothing. Okay, why was that so dicey for a little? Wow. I mean, that was a little annoying. It took way longer than I thought it was going to. And, she got to rifle form and she started to unload on me, so... Okay, at least I still have some GLs remaining for the other teams, but I'm happy Gungans somewhat got almost a full banner win there, but again, a little too close for comfort for my liking. Last team on the bottom is the new Bad Batch, so I'm using one of my final GLs. I have one more that I can use after this, but we're going to use Jabba here. Their Datacron is the Lightside Max Health Protection 3 with High Protection, Health Steal, and Crit Chance. I'm going with the Shorty Cron, which has great stats for Jabba, High Potency, Defense, and Crit Avoid. This could take a little bit. That's all I'm going to say. It might take a little. Let's just try to ramp up these thermals. contract. That's nice. Oh, he does have a buff to spell. That sucks. I thought the thermals would have done a little bit more there. Just want to get rid of him. Keep ramping up those thermals, fine. Come on. Okay. Probably gonna eat crosshair. There we go. Just took a second. Will this be it? Yes, it will. Alright, good stuff. Good 65. Good use for their Jabba with the remaining teams left. I got one more team up top, and I have probably the best team on offense you could ever use, so we're going to use them there. But overall, this has been a pretty good Grand Arena. Happy with the way it's going. And the final team remaining is Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, so we're just going to absolutely blow them out of the water. They have the Health Recovery level 3 with crit damage, Health Steal, Defense, and Protection. Sith Eternal, Bane, Darth Vader Focus Datacron. This is not even... It's just going to be the easiest battle in the world. But we can't crit them because of Enoch. Which is annoying, but we're still going to be fine. Too much damage we do? We do nothing. But this is a guarantee. This is like guaranteed to be a 68. There's just no way it can't be. Yeah. Just Enoch is annoying because of the anti-crit. It's like minus 300% advantage or something. There you go. It's nothing crazy. It's very good efficiency for what we had remaining, and gotta use them. It's freaking Sith Eternal and Bane. So nice and easy 68 banner win. I went so hard on offense on ships. So if I blow this match from ships, it's 100% on me. Let's see what they're cooking at ships and end this Grand Arena. 1393 heading into ships, and let's see how they did. Let's see what they did. Okay, it's gonna be an absolute breeze because Profundity destroys this fleet now. It's not even close. So we are going to do Profundity, Executor, either here or there in the Leviathan, and then we're going to end the Grand Arena. This is going to be the new ship meta. I mean, Executor's going to get blown out of the water. So let's check out Rogue One for the first time on the main account. All right, Profundity versus Executor. Don't have to stress about this anymore. It's back to where we started with the original meta. So Rogue One's going to blow this ship out of the water. It's not even going to be close. Punishing One is dead on this fleet. Let's go ahead and do it. I don't even know if you need a second reinforcement. I don't know if you do. I don't think you do. I mean, look how many assists we just got. That's going to be a fast contract, I feel like. They can't get breached, so the taunt is just dead. Let's just do that. 47% already. It's crazy. I mean, you only need one reinforcement. You don't even need the second. It's just insane. Guys, one reinforcement. That's it. It's a 70. It could be a 76. I mean, it does feel kind of good not having to stress about Executor anymore. I mean, that was always the most ridiculous battle. That's the Grand Arena. 75. I mean, you don't have to worry about the fleet anymore. It's so easy. Like, this is a great fleet for early game. Lightspeed Bundle unlocks people that have to face Executor in Fleet Arena. It just transforms the fleet to beat them. It's actually so much fun. Really happy that it's beating up Punishing One. So, we're going to tackle Raddus next. We're going to go with Executor against Raddus. Thought, might as well go all out on offense if your Executor's going to get beat up on defense now. It's all about offensive fleet. I might make a video on this. I think the fleet meta is purely offense now. It's not worth it to set a tough defense. So, alright. Raddus doing only 4. I did this on my ult account with a triple attacker. I got a 75. I want to see if this is better. A potential 76, maybe. We'll see. I mean, so far so good. And the taunt is coming back now. Almost have our death mark up. Again, the goal here is a 76. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm not going to do that yet. Oh yeah, it's not even close. That should be a 76. Yeah, that's the way to go. I'm going to do Houndstooth going forward. So, really good so far. You got a 75 in the first battle. That could be a potential 76. A 76 here. And now I'm just going to do Leviathan against Malevolence and wrap up this high-efficient fleet run and hopefully a win in the Grand Arena. And to end the Grand Arena, Leviathan against Malevolence, I'm bringing in 1 reinforcement just to play it safe. I don't need to risk it today, but in a normal situation, if I wanted the real maximum efficiency, we just do the starting 3. But there's no need to risk it today. But it's good practice. It's nice to see the new fleet meta unfold. I still think that the way to go is going to be higher offensive fleet and stronger defensive character battles. I think that's the new meta that we're in. You know what? Let's do this first. I don't want any crazy spy coming out to hurt me. I think it was the right play. Yep, I'll take it. Now I'll bring out Sith Fighter and get some Terminator going. That should be Terminator. This could be Terminator. Yep. Alright, unfortunately we're not going to outrun this AoE. Hopefully everyone has foresight. Alright, one person doesn't. So we did dodge a majority of those attacks. Very good. Ah, not what I wanted. Alrighty, let's see. Get a cleanse. Oops. I don't know how that actually happened. Alright, it's not going to be the best. I think it's going to be 74. Yeah, 74. Alright, that one could have been a little bit better. Maybe I do Executor against Malevolence and then Leviathan against Raddus. Maybe that's the higher efficiency route. But regardless, not going to come into play for today. Let's go check out the final score and we'll talk about the review. So we ended the Grand Arena with an 1838. And it could have been higher. Should have been higher, honestly. We should have done Leia first against Lord Vader. We kind of knew that it wasn't going to work. But that's the only drop that we had. So this is a good note, and I hope you guys learned from it as well. If you guys took anything away from the offensive run of this Grand Arena, it's that there are certain caveats to the Bo-Katan counter with certain datacrons. But the good thing is that this datacron is going away. So that is a good thing. Next round, I'm probably going to have to face a Pirate King Hondo, so I'm going to have to do some more testing at that. So unfortunately, my opponent did not have Pirate King Hondo. I couldn't do much testing on my ult or my main account. But, for example, if they have a faster Ezra, by the way, and they set the turn meter cron, the whole plan changes. Then I am forced to do Leia against Ahsoka. The plan for Lord Vader is very much changed, and I'm forced to use Leia on Lord Vader as a cleanup. And then the Jabba battle gets a little bit more dicey. I got to think about another counter for him. So this could have turned south if my opponent set different datacrons or had better modding on the Ezra. So that's just the one thing there. Everything else worked out great for us. I'm happy the Kylo battle went great. I'm really liking Mace window against Resistance. I think that's a pretty good use for him on offense because Resistance is a very tough team. They got a good datacron. So I will take that. Everything else, I'm happy that Rogue One is changing the meta. I think Fleet is going to be in a better spot. If you guys, haven't checked out my video yet with Rogue One beating Leviathan, I highly recommend you check it out. Can help out, players with 7-star Profundity that can't beat Leviathan or they want to climb to top in Fleet Arena, so it's very helpful. But yeah, we tried some new counters today. I had some fun. We're now 1-0 for the week, and I believe 4-3 for the season. So 2 more wins, guys. 2 more wins to go 6-3. We can do it. So hope you guys are still here for the ride. I hope you guys enjoyed this Grand Arena video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below. And before we go, actually, I just want to say before we go, the relic thing, I'm probably going to make a separate video on. I talked about it a little bit on stream, but it's going to change up Grand Arenas. It really is. So, like, if I go over here, they don't have a lot of Relic 9s. They have a couple Relic 9s, but it's just going to significantly change Grand Arena. Hopefully that the voices are heard in the community. So I want you guys to make it known in everyone's comment section of all the content creators to make it known about how you guys feel about it, because we don't want the game to go into a bad end. So just wanted to throw that out there before I end the video. But again, going to remind you, like the video, comment down below, and if you're not already, subscribe to the channel to become a Knight of X. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you all.